This is the Anthony's. Today I'm at the Heritage Days Super Cruise in Greenville, Pennsylvania. I want to check out this 86 Buick Grand National. This car has a 3.8 liter V6 engine. It's the engine that came with it. It's a beautiful car. Right here, there's a 91 Ford Thunderbird right here. This is one of the more forgotten generations and more not as much liked generations of the Thunderbird, but it's still a really nice car. Alright guys, before I started vlogging, there was a 1991 Mazda Miata I saw, and this car is beautiful. This is actually my dream car. As you guys know, I've done a Mazda Miata commercial compilation and said that a 1990 Mazda Miata is my dream car. This is a 91, still a beautiful car. There is barely any difference between a 1990 Mazda Miata and a 1991 Mazda Miata. The first generation Mazda Miata, this one came out in 1989 as a 1990 model year and ran all the way till 1997 with barely any changes between. There's some special editions here and there, but yeah, and limited edition colors, you know. But yeah, my dream one is a 1990. You may say, why would you want a 1990 versus a 91 when there's barely any difference? And the reason is, for whatever reason, I just really like having the first model year of a car. Even though sometimes the first model year may have issues and they'll resolve it over time, generally I do like to have the first model year of a car. Even though I've never driven, if I had a Mazda Miata, I'd have the first model year. Now, I did talk to the owner who owns this car. Everything is stock on this car. There is only one thing he changed, which isn't really a modification, but it still makes it not stock, you know, that I'll show in a picture in a little bit. But yeah, this car is stock all the way except one thing. And this car is finished in classic red, which is the color I would get a 1990 Mazda Miata in. This is a 91 once again. But yes, I would get my Miata in this color. And for the first model year of the Miata in the first couple years to 93, I believe it was, the Miata only came in 3 colors, which was crystal white, classic red, and mariner blue. My favorite being the classic red. The most common colors for the few first model years of these Miatas to come in is the classic red and crystal white. I've never seen a mariner blue Miata in person. Alright guys, remember how I was saying everything on this car is stock except one thing? This is what is not stock, and that is the engine cover. It's the stock engine cover, but it's a different paint color. Now, this is debatable. Some people say if you change out the radio or the grill or something, then it's not stock, but if you just put a different color on it, it's still stock. Well, yeah, but it's not factory. This car came with a silver engine cover. This engine cover is the original one. It's just painted the same color as the car. The owner said he painted it the same color the car is. Now, he was saying how it was a little bit off to the color of the car, but it was the same paint. And I can tell it's a little bit off. In pictures, it looks brighter than it really is. It's more orange in person, but it is the same color as the car. Now, even though I think that is super cool that he painted the engine cover the same color as the car, I would not do that to mine because I want everything stock. If there is a different sticker on the car, I want it off. I want this car to be clean factory. Even though the different color on the engine cover is cool as the same color of the car, I want it to be the stock silver. I want everything to be stock in my Miata. And the owner was nice enough to let me sit in his Miata. Thank you so much for letting me sit in Miata. You're probably not watching this, but there you can see him right there. I was talking to him and asking him about the car. I'm standing by the car right in this picture. That was an awesome experience to sit in the Mazda Miata. It's actually not my first time sitting in a first generation, but I could sit in the first generation Mazda Miata 1 billion times, and I would not get tired of it because I want to have a Mazda Miata one day. It's my dream car, I've said in a Mazda Miata compilation video before. I don't care about Lamborghinis. I mean, they're cool. Lamborghinis are cool. When I see one, I do kind of freak out. But I still care more about a Miata. Kids are like, I want the newest Lamborghini Aventador. I want the Huracan. I want the new Ferrari F8 Tributo. Those are all cool cars, don't get me wrong. But you pay so much money. Sure, you get a fast car, but you get a crappy interior for what you pay for. I spent $400,000 on this Lamborghini, blah, blah, blah. I got a private jet. But then you look at this interior, and I'm like, yeah, I know, you don't buy a Lamborghini for the interior. But still, if I'm going to pay that much money, I might as well just get a Miata, because a Miata doesn't have a great interior. But I don't care about a great interior, but still, it's like if I'm going to pay that much money, I don't want that crappy interior. And that's just more money than you should pay on a car. And I love cars, but $400,000 on a thing you're going to drive, and even though I love cars, it's just like, really? Is it really worth it, the price? And the thing I love about the original Mazda Miata is you get a 50-50 weight distribution, and so it's not a super fast car, but what it is well-balanced and fun to drive, and especially if you get that 5-speed manual. I cannot wait till I drive a Miata one day once I get old enough to drive. I actually want my first car to be a Mazda Miata, a 1990. And I don't care it's 33 years old because it's an awesome, fun-to-drive car, affordable, and it's got pop up and down headlights. Okay, that was bad. Roll the clip.
Pop up and down, 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 pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up and down headlights, go. Pop up and down headlights. Pop up and down headlights. Pop up and down headlights. Pop up and down headlights.
Right here is a car you don't see too often. This is a Saturn Sky. I'm guessing it's an 08 or an 09, but it's a rebadged Pontiac Solstice. It's one of the few cars Saturn made before they went bye-bye. Look at this awesome Ford Ecoline right here. You might think it's a normal Ford Ecoline, but it looks like a Hot Wheels model. Kind of look like it. It's got Hot Wheels graphics, 4 exhaust on it. It says it's a 1965 Ford Ecoline Hot Wheels. It's awesome. Got a really big bed on it too. Got spray and bed liner and the graphics that say Hot Wheels on it. Look at this right here. It's a 93 Dodge Viper. This is the first model year. Look at this right here. It's a 1973 Volkswagen Custom. I'm guessing it was a Beetle and they took out the engine and turned it into this go-kart type thing. It's an extreme go-kart, really. Looks like it has like a almost, I'm guessing it's a Beetle engine, but I'm really not sure what Volkswagen it could be out of. Really cool. If you look right there, the speedometer's not up down there. You don't see this at every car show you go to. Right here's a 1962 Volkswagen bus. It's got this beautiful teal and white color combo. I'm loving the color combo. It's really cool. Look at the seat. Look at the seats back here. Really cool. Looks so cozy, and it opens up there. It's got all the windows on the side. It's a really awesome spec of this car. All right, guys. Right here we have a beautiful car. This is a 1968 Mercury Cougar. It claims it's all original, unrestored, which is hard to believe, but it was probably stored in a garage really well. Beautiful car. But you can really tell right here that it's unrestored when you look at the engine. It's got a little bit of rust on the engine cover. There's even a Cougar right here with a bandana. This is Mercury Cougar. You know, the Mercury Cougar, when it was out, this one out in the 60s, this was really just a fancy Mustang, but I loved on one of these. Beautiful car. And it's cool is the headlights are the ones where they are behind there, and when you turn them on, this part of the grill pops up as the headlights. Beautiful car. So as I was looking at some of the cars, I just realized right beside the 1968 Mercury Cougar, right here is a 1970 Mercury Cougar XR7. It's beautiful. It's got like a sport package, the XR7 sport package, I'm guessing is what that is, a sport package. And one thing I thought it was newer when I was looking at it is that, look right here, you see part of it, there's like a, right there's the Mercury badge right there. We take a look at this, it's up there with no Mercury badge. See right there, it's gone. So this is a 1970 versus a 1968 over there. It's a beautiful car, and it's got a cool Mercury Cougar XR7 package right there, and it's got a nice spoiler on the back too. I still do actually prefer though the 68 one because it's got this beautiful green paint, and I think this front end looks better than this front end right here. Look at this beast right here. This is a 1952 Ford panel truck. I love this purple paint color. It's quite a beast. It says it has a 289 V8 under the hood. This is a beast though. Look at that. This is a video clip I got of a Ford Fairlane leaving, and my gosh, this thing must not be stock because when it took off, woo, it was a beast of a car. There's a Jaguar F-Type leaving up here.
That's Ernie K. Let's go back to 1958 with the Chantel.
Remember how I said this Jaguar F-Type was leaving? Well, that's what I thought. And then I saw it park over by that gray Mustang you can see right there. One thing that is immediately noticeable to me is that this is probably the 2-liter inline turbocharged 4-cylinder Jaguar F-Type versus the 5-liter supercharged V8 Jaguar F-Type that most F-Types are. You also be able to get a 3-liter supercharged V6, but that has since been discontinued due to poor sales of the supercharged V6. Now you can get a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged or a supercharged 5-liter V8. I recommend getting the supercharged 5-liter V8 because it's going to be hefty more of a price, but if you can afford it, just get the V8. It's going to sound great. I'll play a sound clip of the 5-liter V8 one, but that one there is definitely a 4-cylinder one. And really, to me, it's like a 4-cylinder Mustang or a 4-cylinder Camaro. You buy it because it looks cool, but then you hear it and it doesn't have the same soul and spirit. It's not as fun to drive. Probably not. I don't know because I can't drive, but yeah. Alright guys, that was a sound clip from a review of a 2016 Jaguar F-Type with the 5-liter supercharged V8 because I said that I was going to play a clip of the V8 F-Type because you heard in that clip that was a 4-cylinder, I'm guessing, Jaguar F-Type. It was definitely not a V8. I tell you what, the supercharged 5-liter V8 in the Jaguar F-Type sounds so amazing. It's a great sounding engine, especially with that supercharger line. This is a video clip of a C7 Chevrolet Corvette leaving. We are now to the 8th generation of the Corvette. This right here is a 1982 Chevy C10, but this isn't your usual C10. It's like a massive, it's like a monster truck, really. It's like a monster truck. Look at these massive tires. This thing's ridiculously high off the ground, too. This thing's massive. I don't even want to know how they get in this thing. Like, how, like, wow.
You have a ladder.
Alright guys, right here is a 2021 Ford Mustang GT500. What a beast of a Mustang. The GT500 of this generation, this generation of GT500 of Mustang came out in 2020. The GT500, this generation of Mustang came out in 2015. I love the more aggressive front end on the GT500s. The GT500 has 760 horsepower. It's the world's fastest stock Mustang. Not the fastest Mustang ever, but the fastest stock Mustang.
Not like the other brands. You race it all you want.
Alright guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video of the Heritage Days Super Cruise 2022. This was filmed all the way back on July 2nd, and today is August 15th, and you guys are probably going to see this video today. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I know I didn't show you a lot of cars. I only showed you 15 out of 800 registered cars. There's 800 cars registered, and not all cars are registered. You don't have to be registered. So that means last year they said there was over 1,000 cars in 2021 because I saw a pamphlet on this car show. And so I'm guessing there's either like 1,200 cars there or something ridiculous. I didn't even go to see like half of the cars there. There's just so many. And I didn't video every car I saw because there was like some cars I was like, that's cool, but like not worth videoing. And there's lots of cars where I just passed by and we were walking pretty quick, so I didn't have a chance to film every car I saw. Did you not just hear me kind of get like a British accent when I said car? Instead of car, it was ka. And I'm American, not British. I don't know why. Sometimes like I say a word and it like goes out with an accent when I say it. And I'm not even trying to give an accent. What? I'm going to do a replay of when I said car. And I'm going to do it in normal speed and then slow motion. Every car I saw. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I'm out of breath from filming this, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Smash that like button and subscribe. Peace out.